does it have the nerve to be cold outside? Let's see what the temperature is. Why do I have 4 minutes on my memory card? So annoying. It's 33 degrees outside. Insane. Anyway, today is actually our anniversary. So it is November the 3rd, and on November the 3rd, we celebrate the day that we met, which is 11 years ago. The day that we entered into a committed relationship, even though we had already started dating and talking beforehand, but we were not in a committed relationship until it's the beginning of November. And then we don't know the exact date, but it's definitely in November. And then we have a wedding anniversary on November the 3rd. So that's today. So 7 years married and 10 years in a committed relationship, and like 10 and a half years of dating, a little over 10 and a half years, and then 11 years of knowing each other. Anyway, that's what's happening today. So it's been a chaotic week. While the car is warming up, we got 3 minutes before this thing shuts me up. And I thought I would catch you guys up on November the 1st. What did I do? I had a dentist appointment, and when I tell you, I had to get that dentist office together because for whatever reason, the new secretaries, administrative assistants, clerks, whomever is at the front desk keeps scheduling us, like we'll schedule in the back with our hygienist at the end of our session, at the end of our appointments, because we go for recurring appointments, you know, to get our teeth cleaned and all that type of stuff. So we're in a rotation, and we've been going to this dentist for like a decade. So the issue is that we will confirm and schedule in the back, and then that's how we check out. So then we leave, that's the process, and then they will basically change up our appointments on us without us knowing. And I knew that we couldn't be the only ones, so I brought it to our hygienist, to her attention, because the issue is that they were trying to charge me a cancellation fee or whatever whenever they change my appointment. Like, you can't just change my appointment and then try to charge me a fee because I can't make the appointment. Changing our appointment from 2 to 2:50 or from 2 to 3 or even an hour can change everything. Like, as an example, my husband can make it at 4, but he can't make it at 3. He's still at school. So anyway, I had to get them together, and that worked out. So I got my teeth cleaned, and I didn't pay that fee. It was waived. Know that. And then we had a gutters appointment. So we are trying to figure out, we need gutters. It's not a want, it's absolutely a need. And somebody was knocking on our door the other day and said that they would like to give us an estimate. You know me, I'm thinking, why you can't just do that while you're here? And so we had to schedule, and some guy came out to give us an appointment, to give us an estimate for this little house. The estimate is $4,100. I said, oh, we don't need gutters. No, we do need gutters, but I'm not paying $4,100 for them. So we have another, at this point, we might as well just go down the rabbit hole of getting estimates to see. So that's what's going to happen. So that happened on the 1st. And we also had a spooky night part 2. We started our spooky night on October the 31st, but we fell asleep because we were handing out treat bags, which I packaged 60. At 7:55, I gave out the 60th one. Trick-or-treating was supposed to end at 8. I don't know. I came in the house. So we pretty much made it. Next year, I might get a few more, but I mean, like, because I can imagine how many more kids would come in like 5-10 minutes, you know, or whatever. So I think we're good with 60, maybe 70 in the future. So that was a success. But then we fell asleep during our spooky night in, so we had to repeat it on November the 1st. And then on the 2nd, yesterday we had football. So we are now like 8-3 or 7-3, 8-3 maybe. And I think we're top 3 in the region. Don't get me lying, but that's what we had yesterday, football. It was freezing. I had on a coat. I had on a scarf. I had on gloves. I had hand warmers. I got cut off, so I don't know where I am. But yeah, we had flag football yesterday. And then next week, we have 2 more games or 2 more game days, with the last one being senior night. And then, well, it's not over. Technically, they then have to play in the playoffs, which we think is the following week. So just a couple more weeks left of football. But then my husband has the nerve to want to be coaching basketball as well. So I'm just like, so you're telling me you're going to be out of commission from like September to February, March of each year? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. So the only thing that matters is that we can't do any traveling, of course. around that time, because I mean, unless it's a quick day trip, and or he'll have to be excluded from some of the activities that we get invited to, like trips and stuff like that, because we get and have been invited to trips. And so he just won't be able to make any of those. Not that he takes off of work anyway. He never takes off of work, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm like, okay. Anyway, that's an update on our life. So this evening, there's going to be, from today until Sunday, this weekend, there's going to be a, what is there going to be? There's going to be like a food and culture festival. Now, today's going to be cold, but it's supposed to warm up a little tomorrow. But we were thinking of going today. But, I mean, it's not going to be too much warmer tomorrow and the next day. Literally 6-7 degrees warmer. So, not that big of a deal. But I guess we might go today. But it's going to be kind of cold. But maybe not when it starts at like 5 or 6. So, I've been talking for a long time. But welcome to the November monthly vlog. I will catch up with you guys at a later date.
City of mine.
That was all along there.
How I love the city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine. How I love the city of mine.
Good morning. Today is Sunday, November the 5th, and we have been at Target and Five Below, as you can see. So that guy, that one, has senior night coming up this week for the seniors on the flag football team. There are 4 of them, so we decided to make them baskets. So we bought these baskets from Target, and they are 13 inches. And the reason why that's important is because they're going to get footballs that we ordered and have people to sign, and they're going to come with like an acrylic stand. It's going to be basically the equivalent of a trophy. All of this stuff comes out of our pocket, so you know it's good enough. It's just, you know, not the best of everything, but we thought an acrylic stand and a football and all of that would be appropriate. And it's 12 inches, so we had to get 13 inches for these baskets. Anyway, we are starting by putting items inside of the basket. The football will eventually be here and we'll put those in. But for now, we're just kind of seeing what we have. So we have notebooks for everybody. And then we bought these loofahs for everybody from Five Below. And then we have like wipes and a bunch of other little things. So I'm gonna pack these up and then I'll come back and show you. But yesterday we celebrated our anniversary. We had an anniversary dinner. Well, we actually celebrated on the 3rd, which was our anniversary. But remember, our dinner plans had to be pushed back to the next day, so yesterday. So that's when we had our dinner, and it was lovely and marvelous. So yeah. Anyway, I'm just kind of trying to get all this stuff off my counters and stuff, so I'm putting it in the basket. Plus, it'll give us a general idea about what all we have so far. We did place an Amazon order for what we think should be everything else, and then all that will be left to do is buy some bows, because I bought the, you know, like the plastic wrap for like Easter baskets. It's like cellophane, so I bought that. And then all that will be left to do is get the footballs signed, put those in here, and then buy some bows. So that's all we have to do. So that is what I'm doing. And I'll check in with you after I have these baskets a little bit more full. It is November the 6th, Monday, November the 6th, and I am home because I took a sick day because I'm sick. So I woke up and I sounded like this, although I'm feeling better. But I did do a virtual call, like a Teams meeting, even though I requested off the whole day, because I've thoroughly despise having to miss meetings and stuff, especially if they pertain to counseling. Like for this particular meeting, I pretty much spoke the whole time because I was explaining what counseling is, or what this type of counseling is, and how I'm going to go about it, and just giving a description of all of that, and answering questions and stuff for the parent. So we were essentially adding in my services, and so I needed to be there. So we could have rescheduled it because the parent attended via phone anyway. So we probably, and it was like 20 minutes, so we probably could have gotten away with rescheduling it. But I Like, I'm not going to work to be coughing in people's faces and blowing my nose all day and contaminating everybody. Like, to me, that's weird. So, could I have gone to work and do I feel better? Yes. But if I'm going to be snotting all over the place and coughing on people and sneezing on people, I think it's just better fit in those situations for me to stay home. So, even if I'm not deathly ill, I'm still going to take off of work. So, unless I'm not contagious, I guess. It just really depends on the ailment. So, yeah, I'm definitely feeling better, but very much still sick. So, I'm taking a sick day, which I probably take like 1 sick day per year. I really don't get sick. And I'm not a person who feels like necessarily that I just have this super strong immune system and I never get sick. But truly, I do rarely get sick. And it does seem to happen around the same time, which is when the seasons change. And then if you throw in there the fact that I was just, like, the weather fluctuates so much here in Georgia. Like, this week it's going to be 80 something, but last week it was like 50 something. And then last week I went to Virginia Beach where it was way warmer than I even fathomed. And we spent, I was outside on the beach, all that. Honestly, if you throw in all of that, I think that's truly the cause of it, but I don't know. But I do have a slight sickness. Really, I'm just kind of congested, and I sound a little funny, and I can hardly breathe, and I'm coughing and sneezing. But I have gotten better as the day has gone on, so I do love that for me. But yeah, just thought I would share. I'm taking a sick day, and I've just been here chilling. I've been reading my book on my iPad. So, yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing and how I'm spending my sick day. I had some tea today, some coffee. I just ate some soup. We made keto soup. My husband made keto soup yesterday. So I ate that. And that's kind of what I've been up to. But thought I would check in with you guys and let you know that I'm homesick, which is a rare occasion. And I will catch up with you guys later. It is day 3 of me being homesick. And I just have to show something to y'all. So first of all, yeah, I've been homesick for 3 days because each morning when I wake up, I'm like, no, I cannot go. I'm still nasally. I'm still blowing my nose. I'm still like a mess. I'm not like a super mess, but I'm definitely a mess, and I just don't deem it necessary to try to struggle through a work day or even to go spread my germs. That's just not my vibe. So I'm just like, I have sick days for a reason. So I'm not often sick. So when I am sick, I just go ahead and let the thing ride its course and I go to work after. Although I've attended all of my virtual meetings and stuff. Like meetings, I'm supposed to go to them in person, but if sometimes I'm in a pinch and I have to attend them virtually, I'm allowed to. So I didn't have to work these past 3 days, but since I don't run the meetings or anything, I mainly just sit and listen. I went ahead and I participated. So basically what I'm saying is I have been working a little bit, but nothing too crazy. I just didn't feel it necessary to like miss those meetings when I can just be in the background listening. So anyway, that's the thing. But you guys, I just got this in the mail yesterday. So this is my first time putting it to use, and I'm honestly so shook. So this is the large bamboo tray. Now I bought this one because of the reviews and stuff, but I was looking at other ones, and as an example, there's one that has like a little cup holder section and stuff like that. But I am obsessing over this. You attach this, which takes no time at all. It swivels 360, and that's where you put your phone, your tablet, or whatnot. And then it just has these little clamps, and there is some tension. Now I will say, I don't know how the other ones are, but this one has some very strong tension, so I highly recommend this particular tray. But I am loving this. Furthermore, I bought and got in the mail some more things for the girls' baskets. This is going to be for the seniors. So we were supposed to, listen, it's been a mess. There are 4 things that have been delayed via Amazon, and so basically if they're not here by today or before the games start tomorrow, then they're just not going to get here, and it's looking like they're going to be delayed. So I'm probably just going to have to work with what I have. So I bought these from Walmart, and then I also bought these from Walmart. And so I've never put together a basket of any sort, so I'm going to do that. And I'm trying to figure out what else I'm going to put in here with the absence of those items. This is already way too much if you ask me. Like, we've already spent hundreds of dollars on this, and for why? Just to be nice, because we didn't have to do any of this. This is literally just for the graduating seniors, like a senior gift. And, you know, it's apparently customary here in Georgia, but it's definitely a bizarre concept. I don't know. I feel like everything that's customary is just a way to spend money, like Christmas. Christmas, you know, people exchange gifts, but if you let it get out of hand, folks can be spending thousands and thousands of dollars on gifts, and if you don't have money to really spend on that, then it's just a wild and bizarre concept. So of course we had a couple $100s to spend on this, but it's still kind of a wild and bizarre concept to me. But whatever, we haven't spent that much on all of the items in the grand scheme of things. Actually, the items that are delayed are the most expensive, so we're probably just going to send those back. But yeah, this is kind of where we're at with this. So I'm going to make some certificates to put in there. And what else am I going to do? I think I'm going to put some certificates in there. And then I don't know what else. So I'm trying to figure out if I can go ahead and package them up now, or if I need to just wait. I don't really know. That's kind of what's happening. But since we last spoke, these little pouches came in, which I thought these were cute to kind of put some of their cosmetics in. And I don't know what else came in. Oh, these came in, and these came in a pack of 5, so I actually got one. So I kept the black one for myself, and you put chapstick in here and you like attach it, and they got chapstick in here too, so that's kind of cute. These came from Amazon, and I'm just trying to color coordinate. But yeah, that's kind of what is happening. Oh, this person, let me see if I need to switch colors. No, that person's favorite color is black. I know their favorite color, so I'm trying to coordinate. I can't get, you know, some stuff was just not going to be black or not going to be whatever, but I'm trying to coordinate. Like, somebody's favorite color is purple, so I'm trying to put purple things in here. Although, why did I put this blue one in here if their favorite color is purple? Maybe because, maybe I'll switch it. Yeah, so I do need to figure out that part and like make sure everything is good on that end. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm up to. Hi. I just filmed the video, so now I'm here to check in. It is November the 13th. You guys, I was sick as a dog all of last week, and so I didn't go to work all of last week. I will say that I felt better as the days went on, like as the days went on, but then also as each day went on, I did feel better. But yeah, it was just a rough week last week. I wasn't, you know, on my deathbed by any means, but it was a little chaotic. So I didn't go to work all of last week. So I've just been all out of sorts. I don't know when the last time, I think we spoke on like day 2 when I was sickly. So if you don't know, on Thursday, November the 9th, my husband's flag football team played their final 2 games. And so even before those 2 games, they were already going to make it to the playoffs. So they will go to the playoffs tomorrow on November the 14th. And on the 10th, my husband was off of work because it was Veterans Day. I was off work because I was sick. And my husband, though, did have to go to basketball practice because he's coaching basketball as well. Then he had a hair appointment on the 11th. And then I think we hung out maybe on the 11th. I feel like after that, we went to lunch at Japanese, but we started watching Christmas movies. I wish I would have taken note of all the Christmas movies we've watched so far, but I haven't. So I don't know what all we have watched. Yesterday, I don't know. I think we just lounged all day yesterday, to be honest. And then here we are today. It's November the 13th. So yeah, that's kind of all that went on. Tonight, I am having, so as you know, I am a financial social worker. And a part of the financial social worker, as a financial social worker, I'm also on the advisory board for the Center of Financial Social Work. Well, for the Financial Health and Wellness Community, which is kind of like an association, or yeah, kind of like an association within the Center for Financial Social Work. So basically we helped kind of spearhead a bunch of the programs and such. And so tonight we are doing, instead of doing our regular monthly check-in, we are going to do like a hangout, because we do know one another, but not really. Like, I don't know. I mean, you would think I would probably know more about them considering how long I've known them and how much I talk to them. I talk to them, I think, more than I talk to some of the people in my life who are really close to me,
because we meet monthly and then we do different meetings and such throughout the month. So yeah, but I don't know anything about them because when we talk, we just talk about, financial social work and stuff like that. So we're going to do like a little hangout. So I had to prepare 2 truths and a lie. So I've already done that. That's at 6:30. So technically I have a couple of hours. So I'm going to try to edit the video that I just filmed. On Mondays, I film. I need to start filming on the weekends, but I really just don't want to. I used to film on the weekends, and I'm not going to lie. It was much easier to film on the weekend and then just edit throughout the week, edit and publish. But I really don't want to spend my weekends. There's just been, I feel like there came a time where my weekends were kind of fun, and I just didn't want to carve out time to film videos, even if it only took maybe a couple hours. So, that's what I got to do. I also need to get B-roll footage though that's what I need to do. I need to get some B-roll footage for the video that I just filmed so that I can edit all of it together. Yeah, so I do need to do that. So I probably need to spend like a good 30 minutes getting some B-roll and then try to start editing it. I don't have to edit it today. I like to film on Mondays and then edit on Tuesdays, but with flag football, which tomorrow's technically the last game for the playoffs. The playoffs are tomorrow. So Tuesdays have been a little rough for me to edit, I guess, because I've been coming home. Yeah, I've been coming home and then pretty much going straight back out for football. Football starts at 5. So that's what I've been doing, is spending a bunch of time dealing with football. So I'm glad it's over, not gonna lie. But anyway, that's kind of what I've been up to. Like I said, last week I was down for the count. So I was just thinking, I don't know that I've spoken to you guys in a while, probably like a week. But the cool thing is my new physical planner is on its way. First of all, a couple things are happening. My new planner is on its way. So by the time you guys see this, I will have already received my planner and I'll already have filmed a video about it, like unboxing it. So my planner, I got a notification that it shipped early this morning, I think, but it's shipping from Canada and I have no update. So hopefully it will pop up here at my house by Saturday, because on Saturday is when I want to film, or when I want to release the unboxing video or the first impressions or flip through or whatever. So I hope that takes place.
Happy Saturday, November the 18th. So I thought I would share this tripod, this little tripod. Oh wait, here we go. This little baby tripod is stressing me. What is happening? Okay, so I thought I would share my updated skincare routine because I have an updated skincare routine. I know my lips are super crusty. Okay, so we'll catch up on where I'm going and all that in a minute. Maybe as I do my makeup, but for now, we're gonna do my skincare. So after I cleanse, I get out of the shower. And normally I do all of these steps at night because that's typically when I shower after working out. And then in the morning, I do like a few of these different things, but not the whole shebang. So I'm gonna do the whole shebang today because I did not do the whole shebang yesterday. So the first thing that I like to do after cleansing in the shower with a moisturizer or a cleanser, I like to, what do I do first? Oh, I tone. So I'm going to use this toner. This is the Neutrogena alcohol-free toner, and I'm going to use a cotton pad. And one side's kind of rough, one side has some like ridges, or one side's kind of smooth, and one side has ridges. Doesn't really matter to me. All I'm going to do is just like gently dab this toner into my skin. And I'm pretty sure I do everything as, moisten cotton ball with Neutrogena alcohol-free toner. Apply to face with the gentle upward strokes. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I do everything as the package suggests. I don't use a cotton ball because because I had the cheap ones, the Equate ones from Walmart. They kind of like fall apart and then it leaves like little debris, little white balls on my face, and that's weird. So I tone first and then I kind of just let that dry. Normally I'm doing something like putting on deodorant or just doing something random, but basically we're gonna wait for that to dry. My lips are so dry, it's insane. Whatever. So I'm gonna kind of let that dry and I just feel my face to see when it has dried, which I don't know if that's an important step, but that's what I do. And then I go in with a retinol, and I'm gonna go in with this Neutrogena Rapid Wrinkle Repair Retinol. I'm pretty sure all of these things you can get at Walmart. I definitely got this at Walmart. So I ran out of my other retinol, that I use for a good bit, and I've been really digging into this one, as you can see. So I'm just gonna take a little bit, like such, like a pea-sized amount, and then you don't need that much. I just kind of dab it on my face, and really, I'm really trying to focus, honestly, on like my forehead region, because I don't know, I just don't find that the rest of my face is really gonna get wrinkles all like that. So I kind of just really stay in the T-zone, if I'm being honest. And so I just pat it in. I pretty much pat everything in. I do very minimal rubbing motions ever when I'm putting on any kind of anything on my face, except when I'm cleansing with the moisturizer. So that dries pretty quickly because I don't use that much. And then I'm gonna go in with my tried and true moisturizer, which is this gel cream extra dry Neutrogena. And interestingly enough, I use a CeraVe, I guess that's how you say it, cleanser. But that's really because my mother-in-law had bought that for my husband, and we normally share skincare products. Otherwise, I probably would be using a Neutrogena. I don't know why. I don't know. I feel like they just are running the game when it comes to what I can get at the stores that I go to. And I pretty much only shop at Walmart for stuff. So whatever Walmart has is what I get. And I was using a Neutrogena sunscreen before I ran out recently. So I've just been in my Neutrogena bag. All right, so now we are moisturized. And now we're gonna we're gonna apply my newest sunscreen. And interestingly enough, I spent an arm and a leg on some Supergoop. So I've been wanting to try this Supergoop for a while. So we're going to try this. And this is the Supergoop Unscreen Sunscreen SPF 50. I'm letting my face kind of absorb that. And I like to do that. Again, I'll normally be doing something random. And then this is interesting because it comes in a little tube, which this is the one that I bought, obviously. And when you squeeze it, not a lot comes out, and it has like a sticky consistency, and it's just not that much. And you would think you would need more than this, but I normally just take like a pea-sized amount, and I focus it again on my T-zone mainly, oftentimes my chin. And I guess what I'm trying to say is, you might think that this wouldn't be enough to kind of spread evenly across your face, but it definitely is. Like it's spreading, you know. It doesn't feel like it's too little. It feels like it's just the right amount. And sometimes some of the products recommend, you know, hitting your neck, but I don't really too much do that. I mean, it's not that important to me. So, I mean, I'm sure it probably should be, but it really isn't. So I kind of just do whatever. And that is my skincare routine. I don't know if I look better or whatever, but we gotta talk about something. So, remember I bought these nails from Amazon, and I've been loving them. I'm obsessed. They come already in this design. Well, if you can see, like this one, the middle finger, you see how it's kind of like the white is fading away and coming off? Well, that's because I've been doing it all wrong. So the product literally says, the instructions for the nails literally say to apply a builder gel and then apply the top coat. I've just been applying a top coat. So this one I applied a builder gel, and this one I applied a builder gel. I just fixed this nail today because it popped off. So the moral of the story is I'm waiting to see if that's going to really help, but I'm thinking it will. So you can see the ones that are a little sharper, these two, as opposed to those. So we'll see how that goes. But these are the new nails that I've been loving, but I need to put on some makeup. So I guess we'll talk. It's 11:01. I'm going to a planner meetup, and I need to be gone like now. But we're gonna put on a hair of makeup, you guys, because when I get back, I'm gonna film a video. So I'm gonna go in with this Can't Stop, Won't Stop NYX, we already know that, in Golden Honey. I don't think I'll spend a bunch of time talking about what this stuff is because I've been using the same stuff for years. But I am gonna just kind of update you on the week. So this week was interesting. I feel like somebody needs to keep a timer. Well, Alexa was saying that she's having connectivity issues, but she can keep a timer. Set a timer for 8 minutes.
8 minutes, starting now.
Okay.
While you wait, do you want to listen to the station My Soundtrack on Amazon Music?
No. So I've had an interesting week. First of all, let's just work backwards because I feel like that'll be easier. Well, no, let's start at the top. Tuesday, we went to the regional playoffs for flag football. My husband's a flag football coach, the head flag football coach. Flag football, girls flag football has been around for about 4 or 5 years in our region, but no one has started up a program at my husband's school. So they've been asking him for a few years, so he just went on and did it. I don't know if he's going back. Like, I don't know how committed he is or whatever, but he did want to at least try it out. I'll have to, you'll have to hear from him whether or not, what his thoughts are. He definitely is going to see if it's something that he can continue to get behind. So we'll see about that. But we did lose. But making it to the playoffs the first year, I thought was impressive. So we were one of 2 teams in our county that made it to the, I thought she was about to say something, that made it to the playoffs, the regional playoffs. And then the other teams came from an adjacent county. And so I thought that was pretty impressive. So that's kind of what happened on Tuesday. We lost the first game, so we're not going on to states or this or that in the third. But that was cool. And then Thursday, you guys, yes, Thursday, I did an observation of this student at school. And let me tell you, it was the most exciting thing. So first of all, I walked in, and I was just like letting the teacher, she already knew I was coming, I already emailed her. So I was just telling her like, hey, I'm here. And so she was like telling me the little spots that I could sit in, because I normally ask like where, I'm not trying to be in anybody's way. So I'm like, where you want me to sit, anywhere, whatever, just getting that out the way. And she's like, you can sit. I got a bench in the back. I got a seat here. She's like, right before you came, he had eaten his test, so he didn't have to take it. So apparently the kid eats paper and pencils and stuff like that. No, he's not. He doesn't have a mental health diagnosis or, autism or anything like that before you ask. But anyway, so far, he does not, that we know of, that the parent has reported. And I even talked to her, so nothing reported that we know of, but I don't know, whatever. So I go in, I'm observing him. He's crawling on the floor the whole time. Like, he's literally on the floor crawling the entire time. He's under the desks of students, messing with them. I mean, it's a mess. He does this the whole class. And then the teacher was telling me that they were about to go to activity, which their activity for that day was library, and the teacher was telling me that he actually does relatively well in library. He's attentive and all that, so I went with him to library, and he doesn't know I'm observing him, by the way. He does really well in library, and I asked the library teacher afterwards. I stopped and spoke to her for a minute, and she was like, yeah, he does really well. It's not as structured, X, Y, and Z, but he does do really well in my class. So I was just interested in seeing how he transitioned back from starting out crawling on the floor, not participating in large group, small group, independent work, none of that, to how he was going to do in, it's an Amber Alert, and I don't have my phone, so it's just going to have to go off in the background. I know what it is. They already sent one earlier, but my phone's in the room, and it's not going off on my, oh, it went off. I was going to say it's not dinging on my watch. What was I saying? I kind of got lost on where I was at. But I was interested to see how he would transition back from all that. And he went to sleep. Instead of doing his work, paying attention to the teacher, any of that, he went to sleep. So after watching him sleep for like 20 minutes, I was like, I didn't know if he was like resting, lightweight resting, if he was going to get up and whatever. So I was like, all right, I'm out of here. So I went to go talk to his resource teacher, and we just caught up. I enjoy working with her and all that. So I was just kind of checking in with her, letting her know that I observed him, because she's the one who referred him and all of that. And then I was letting her know, and she let me look at some of the data that they had tracked for him and all that. And I was letting her know, normally I send out an email to all parties involved, letting them know what my professional opinion is about what I observed, and if the student is going to qualify for the special type of counseling that I provide. And I told her, I'm like, yeah, he qualifies based on his record, his file, everything that I've seen, my observation, all the data that I collected prior to coming here, the data that you've shown me. So you can go ahead and schedule that meeting so we can meet with the parent to add the services officially. The parents already know about the service prior to me even observing. I have to have permission to even observe a student. So she already knew what it was. And so she's like, okay. So she went ahead and scheduled the meeting, or started working on seeing when she could schedule it. We normally do it pretty quickly, but of course it has to be, I think the teachers have to do it. Parents have to have like a 7-day notification type of thing. So we can't just have it like tomorrow or anything. We do have to give them ample time to clear their schedule and come and attend and all that stuff. So we got to schedule for as soon as we can. But Anyway, as I was leaving, the principals were like, I know you just came here to observe, but he's actually he's been amping up or whatever. And I'm thinking like, yeah, I know, because the teacher had told me that he has been amping up this school year. And, you know, like I already knew that. I thought they were talking about he's just been amping up. He's amping up just in general over the last couple weeks, couple days or whatever. And she was like, they're like, no, like right now. Like the teacher just hit us up right now. Just texted us to come help resolve the conflict that was him. And so I was like, oh, okay. So I went to the classroom, and it's just like a way for me to get some further observation. So I went, and that, whoo, girl, do you know, first of all, I'm not even here to tell you everything that went down. Just know that we had to chase him around this, well, I didn't, but I kind of was like trying to be where he was so I could just see what he was doing, what he was about, trying to see what even set him off and all that. Because when I left him, he was sound asleep. So I was just trying to see what was what. And apparently he does it all the time, and he's been doing it for years. And he normally runs around the school and all that for hours. Well, they cannot restrain him. I'm not even trained to restrain a kid with the district. I was trained at all my other jobs and stuff, but I'm not trained at this job. Can't even restrain him unless he's a harm to himself or others. So you literally just have to chase him all around the school in hopes, like trying to make sure he doesn't run out into the street, run outside, and become a danger to himself. So you have to keep up with him, but you can't put your hands on him. So they're running around chasing him all around the school, finally catch up to him. He does get in a restraint because he was climbing on this wall thing, and he was snatching photo frames off of this wall and breaking them. And I thought they were plastic, but they were glass. So he was shattering glass, and then at that point, with all of that, he became a danger. So he was restrained. And then his mom was called to come pick him up, and then he was suspended for 3 days and all that. But I did get a chance to talk to his mom and whatnot. So I kind of just was asking her some questions and such. But anyway, that was the most exciting observation I've ever had with the school district. Make no mistake, I have worked with students. I have worked with kids who have similar issues my whole career. So, I mean, I've even restrained kids myself. So it's not like that was the most exciting thing I've ever seen in my life by any means. But that was my first ever. I told them, I'm like, well, you guys take the cake. You guys won the award for my most exciting observation, because normally when I go to observe kids, it's not that exciting. I mean, like, they're not popping off like, perfect timing, y'all. Stop. They're not popping off like he was popping off by any means. So that was exciting. And then yesterday, on Friday, I went to like a late lunch, early dinner kind of thing with a friend. And then we went to a wine tasting. And you guys, we met this lady at the wine tasting, and we were just talking. I don't know if she felt sorry for me because I was saying we were just talking about me and my friend, because we're social workers, and we were just talking about that. I don't know if she felt sorry for me because she thought that I was a poor social worker or something, but she randomly asked me which wine was my favorite, and I thought she was just asking like just trying to see, because we're just all there doing a wine tasting. And then she comes back with the wine that I said was my favorite, and she's like, I bought this for you. And I thought that was so sweet. And I happened to have a picture of this nice, sweet lady, because the lady who was putting on the event, she wanted to get some pictures of random patrons or whatever. So we had gathered together to take a picture, and I loved the picture. And I was like, oh, can you airdrop that to me? That's before she bought me the wine and stuff. So I happened to have the picture of this sweet, kind lady. Again, I don't know what compelled her to do it. Maybe I was just friendly to her or whatever, which that's what I was saying in an Instagram. Y'all, I'm literally putting my leg up on my vanity and putting on lotion, if you're wondering what I'm doing. That's what I was saying in a recent Instagram rant, which is that, this week hasn't been my best week by any means. I've been a little annoyed, started my period and all that. So I've just been aggravated, just for more reasons than that. It's just been an interesting week. And that was such a nice end to my week. That was on Friday, end to my work week. And I thought that was so sweet and so kind. And the wine is a semi-red wine, which is funny because I don't drink semi-sweet. I drink dry, and I don't drink red. Usually I drink white. I'm like a extra dry brut champagne prosecco kind of girl. But I just thought that was really sweet, and I had a really good day yesterday, so I love that for me. But today we're about to go to a planner meetup. It's 11:12. I'm gonna be late because I was just sitting here talking to you guys, and I need to round up what I need. So let me get my phone. I need like some tape and like some little random doodads of that sort. So I'm gonna fill up my water bottle because you don't want to go anywhere without your water bottle. And what else? I need to grab like a few things. We might not be late. We might be like perfectly on time. What? I need this air to be kicking. Whew, Lord. Okay, so I packed up everything. I didn't be lazy. I packed up everything so I don't have to bum from people. And I got this bag that says crafting and planning. So we're not, this is like a planner meetup because it's a planner group or whatever, but we're actually just going to craft. So I'm doing some kind of craft. I don't know. Whenever they say that they're having a meetup of whatever sort, I just buy the tickets and I worry about what we're doing at a later date. So we're gonna hit the road. I first need to put some lotion on my hands and put some lip gloss on my lips. And then we are going to head out. So I packed everything. I packed the Happy Planner punch, just a little bit. I mean, anything at this point. My lips are crusty. So interestingly enough, my new planner, my physical planner for 2023-4, was supposed to be delivered today, or no, it was supposed to be shipping out this week, and I did get a shipping notification, but it hasn't moved. So I was thinking it was going to be delivered by now, because I probably got the notification a week ago. So I was thinking it would be delivered by now, so I was going to film that video today and release that video today. So since it's not here, I'm going to have to put another video in its place because I like to post, you know, a couple videos per week, one midweek and one at the end of the week. So currently I don't have anything to post. So when I get home, that's why I put on a little makeup, even though I plan on coming home and not doing anything much. Like, I'm probably just gonna come home. I don't know, me and my husband might hang out. Nope, he has a basketball game. I might go to that. I don't know. I'm not doing much of anything today. Tomorrow I think I'm gonna deep clean the whole house because it could use it, but I do need to put out a video of some sort. So I guess that, where am I going? I don't know. My friend's like, you don't get anxiety about X, Y, or Z? I'm like, no. I mean, where is this at? This is random, but I was listening to Every Girl by Lil Wayne earlier today, and that, I just missed that era of club hopping. Now, interestingly enough, at that time, I used to go to the club pretty much every weekend when I was in college and stuff. I didn't smoke, I didn't drink, I didn't go home with men, I didn't do any of that. I just went for the music and for the vibes and with my friends, and I was a designated driver. So that was the most important role that I played. But I still love club hopping, and I was thinking I kind of want to go to the club tonight, but the club that we found that we have loved going to, it went up $5. So instead of it being $10 to get in, it's now $15, and that means that instead of it being $20 coming from our pocket, it's $30. And to me, that's just asking a lot.
And the embellishments are all you have to do, all you have to stick in there. Easy peasy. Just explain. Okay. So
You have to, you've already embellished.
no, we have to embellish.
Okay, she already.
The background.
Merry Christmas, baby. Reindeer's coming out to play. Santa Claus is packing the presents, making sure you've been behaving okay. Merry Christmas, honey. The snowman's dusting off his hat, putting on the show for everybody, to give them a smile that lasts another year. There's something that happens when sleigh bells are ringing, when December ends, when the children are singing, yeah. It's Merry Christmas, baby.
Special highlights. It's a journal. I was actually hoping you guys would use this page to put the picture of us making those things first. I thought it would be a good way to kind of start off a journal about what your December baking is for you, because it truly is just a keepsake of one month.
Merry Christmas, baby.
Yeah, like for me, I'm probably gonna do it more as
Snow is waiting to be
remembering all the Christmases. And
Now guess you're gonna fall in.
It is 2:30 and I'm about to leave the planner meetup. So what we did is we worked on what is called a December daily. So sometimes when I go to these planner so it's a planner and crafter group that I'm a part of. So sometimes it's planner-esque in nature, sometimes it's more craft-esque in nature. This one was more crafty. So we paid $20 for all of this, like for entry, and we were given all of the supplies to start working on these little notebooks. And so basically there are 31 pages in here, and this came the paper was already in here and the plastic and stuff, but we were to decorate them. So essentially what's going to happen is, if I stick to this, which I used to be a super into scrapbooking when I was younger, but if I stick to this, then on day one, which is here, I will kind of just, I don't know, let's say I go to the movies and I have a movie ticket, I can put it on here. Or on December 1st, I know I'm going to a Christmas party as a +1 with my friend, so I can put anything that I get from there. I could put like a piece of a napkin, like a clean napkin in here, just like a scrapbooky type of thing. If there's a picture that we take as a group photo and I'm able to get my hands on it, I can print it off and put it on here, you know, that kind of thing. So it's kind of like a scrapbook, and there's a page for each day, and I went ahead and started setting up my days. And then on the 17th, as an example, we got these cards here because on the 17th, Jane is doing a doodling workshop, and she gave us these little cards, which is perfect because then I didn't tape it in here yet or glue it in here yet, but I just place it in the plastic. And so this could be something that I have on December the 7th. So it's kind of like a cute little, you know, I can put pictures in here. If we get Christmas cards, we can put those in here. And then, like I said, there's enough for 31 pages. And then the back actually has this, which is, girl, I'm trying to make this work. This little thing, and you can put little pictures in here and stuff. So that's what that was, if you're wondering. It's called a December daily. And so, like I mentioned, each day, or you don't have to do it daily. You can also, I mean, you can put journal entries in here. You can kind of do whatever you want. I'm just going to do more of like a scrapbooking type of vibe more than a crafting kind of vibe. You could also plan. You can make it a planner for the month. So that's what it is. I am going to go home and probably film and then lounge and hang out. And I'll check in with you guys later. Good morning. It is November. I really don't know what day it is. How do I find out? Oh, November the 22nd. And it's 10:04 a.m. So I don't think we've spoken all week, you guys. But basically, what did I do this week? So I worked. So we talked at the planner meetup. Okay, so what has happened since then? I think we spoke at the planner meetup on Saturday and all that. And then I think on Sunday we just hung out and watched Christmas movies. But by Monday, my husband was on Thanksgiving break. And so Sunday, I think we decorated our house, you guys. I think we decorated for Christmas on Sunday downstairs. And then my husband did outside on Monday. And then now all we have to do is decorate upstairs. But we actually don't really have any decorations outside of some hand towels. And we have like 1 or 2 little Christmas trees we can put upstairs. And we have a Christmas tree though. I don't know if you remember, but about 3 years ago, we bought our first ever Christmas tree. Before that, we never put up a Christmas tree in our adult lives, except the ones that our parents would put up in their homes. And then also I got a free Christmas tree, I think that same year. So we happen to have 2 Christmas trees, which is pretty cool. But that's pretty much the extent of our Christmas decoration. So I went to the eye doctor on Monday, and back in April, I went for my annual comprehensive exam. And when I was there, they were like, we have this, I call it an eye exam 2.0 on steroids, because they were basically trying to sell me this real deep comprehensive eye exam. And I'd never had one, which I'd never have had eye issues. I just go each year because I can with my insurance that I pay for. And so I'd been going to Walmart, I think it's Vision Works or whatever they have in there. But the past year or so, we've been going to this new place. And yeah, they offered me that. So I was like, sure. I mean, they were
taking pictures of my eyeballs and, I mean, dilating my eyes, all of that. And when I had gone to Walmart all those years or wherever I'd gone in life, they never did all that. So I was here for it because I'm down for being preventative. It's just that, let me tell you the rest of the story. So this was back in April. This is also when I was talked into getting glasses because the doctor told me my eyes strained. Not gonna lie, when he said that, I'm thinking, well, I don't want my eyes to strain. I don't want my eyeballs to be straining. He said it was just a little bit, and he said I could benefit from glasses. So I bought some glasses, and I ended up spending like $400 at the eye doctor in April. Well, he saw something that he wanted to monitor, so he told me to come back in 6 months. So I came back on Monday for 6 months, after 6 months, and whatever he wanted to monitor wasn't, I mean, he did it, and it wasn't anything. My eye stuff, oh, I don't know what I'm talking about. My eye stuff, okay, my eyeball stuff is all in the normal range. Nothing's high risk, nothing's low risk. I also don't really know what having high risk eyes would entail, and I don't know what having low risk eyes would entail, but he just said I'm normal, and he was like, cool, well, I'll see you back then in 6 months, but at this time, it'll be for my next comprehensive in April. But I still had to pay $150 for that exam. For whatever he was following up on, however they billed it, I ended up having to pay $150. So it's just, in the past year, I've spent $500, more than $500 on eye stuff, only for me not to really have any eye issues. Again, he said he saw a little straining. And again, that probably isn't that big of a deal. But to me, I'm like, well, if I can stop my eyes from straining, let's do it. So I haven't stopped my eyes from straining because I hardly wear those glasses. So I don't think I've gone even 3 days with wearing them. So it was pretty much, I just feel like I've spent a bunch of money on nothing, but I'm glad my eyeballs are good. We are headed about 11 o'clock. We're headed to Presbyterian College, which is in Clinton, South Carolina, because my little cousin used to play college basketball for my alma mater. Then he transferred this year to Tennessee Tech. What that means is he no longer plays, or first of all, they used to go up against my husband's alma mater. So how cool was that, us going to the games? But now they're in a different division, conference. Don't get me lying about technical terms when it comes to sports. So there it is. I can import that. They don't play the same teams at all. And now, interestingly enough, even though he's technically closer to me, they play teams further away than me. I don't know if this is making sense. I guess what I'm trying to say is, even though where he used to go to school at my alma mater, and even though it's further away from me here in Georgia, they would come to Georgia to play Georgia Southern University, Georgia State University, and other colleges that were closer to me. So the point that I'm trying to drive home is that I looked up where all of their away games would be, because there's no point of looking at the home games because Tennessee Tech is too far away for us to make it there to the home games. And so they're going to Presbyterian College today, and we're going to watch them. So he just puts our names down and we get family/friends tickets. So they're normally pretty good, and we normally get to sit up close, really close to the team. But otherwise, the tickets are just $10. So we would go anyway. I will check in with you guys, I don't know, on our way out of here perhaps, or when we get there, or at whenever I'm available again. So I will check in with you guys later. Hi, it is the next day, the last day of the month, so I can close out this vlog probably. So yesterday was like the coldest night in Georgia. It was 20-something degrees, and so we're having to defrost our car. You know, we don't have to do this here in Georgia much, but our cars are needing to defrost. Is that what you call it? You should know I'm from the north, so I should be used to cold weather and all that, but I should know the terminology and the language, but I certainly don't. That's so thoughtful. Thank you, so sweet, so kind. blessing. Oh, we're gonna be able to go in a minute because he made that so much faster by using the scraper. I didn't even consider that. Plus, I wasn't gonna do it. I was gonna let the heat in the car work for me. But it's the last day of the month, you guys. We've had a pretty good month. Yesterday I went to work out, then I frantically cleaned the house, and Walmart has delayed our groceries. They were supposed to be delivered at 6. They're still not here. You know, we haven't gotten any updates. So I was gonna cook this new recipe, which I may be cooking tonight, so stay tuned, because if so, I'll share that with you. So I'll probably cook that new recipe tonight if my groceries are here. I maybe need to go in the app. I was thinking it would let me know something, so I was thinking I might need to go in the app and reschedule the delivery for tonight, but I'm gonna go work out today as well. And I'm loving being a part of a gym and being able to work out at the gym in the warmth, because my other options are walking and working out in the garage and it's cold. So I'm glad we joined the gym earlier this year. But I'm gonna go to work. I got about 4 students to see, and then I'm going to do an observation, and then that'll be it for the day. I like to observe for a couple hours just to get a clear picture if I can. So I don't really have to do, there's protocol that we're supposed to follow. There's no guideline. There's no repercussions if I don't follow if I skip the steps, and I automatically find the student eligible. So I very well can not observe, not do this, not do that, but I just do it anyway because I don't know, I just like a procedure and a protocol, and it's helpful for me to see the kids, to get a baseline and put my eyes on the kid before I'm like, yep, let's start counseling. I don't even know who the kid is. Otherwise, if I didn't do this, I would never get an opportunity to even see the student, to meet them. I wouldn't even know what they look like. You know, my first time going to get them, since they don't come to the meetings where we add the services, would be their first time, my first time laying eyes on them, and vice versa, if I did not at least try to observe them in their natural habitat. So we got to get to work though. We can't be out here all day talking. I'm gonna head to work. I'll check in with you guys later. Hopefully my groceries will be around. I also have a really exciting call that I am having later tonight, but we'll talk because I got to get to work.
Whether a teacher, bus driver, or any other member of staff must be made aware of homelessness and how they can help. So let's get started. First, with some terms and definitions. LEA equals district. When we say LEA...
Hello, same day, November the 30th, the last day of the month, and I need to figure out these settings because it's kind of like it's focusing everywhere but on my face. Either way, I'm home from the gym. I did go to the gym today, so I love that for me, and I'm about to hop on a call to discuss something really exciting, so we'll talk about it in December if it even comes to fruition. Otherwise, no point in talking about it. But what was I gonna say? I had a pretty good, decent day at work. I've had a pretty decent week. I have meetings tomorrow, and then I missed some students, seeing some students on Tuesday because I had a meeting, a big meeting with all the counselors. It's our monthly meeting, plus our boss's boss came and chatted with us or whatever. So just missed that school because of that. So I'm going to hit them Friday. So I have a couple meetings tomorrow, and then I'm going to see a few students, the ones who I didn't see this week. Sometimes I typically use Fridays for observations or for paperwork or for doubling back to see kids who I may have missed, or if there's a day out of the week, let's say I'm sick or it's a holiday or a day is kind of spent doing things like meetings and stuff. I just try to have a little bit of flexibility in my schedule so I can ensure that I am doing my job and doing it efficiently. So I had a pretty good day. I feel like I have much to chat with you guys about, but I have this call in a few minutes, and at this point we might as well chat in December. So oh yeah, tomorrow I'm going to one of my coworkers, ex-coworkers, still works at the same job, and she was asking if I wanted to be her +1 to the party. So I already hang out with half of the people at the job anyway, because I worked at that job pretty much the whole time that I was in when I first got to Georgia, and for a very long time, over 6 years. So a lot of the friends that I've made came from that job, and I still hang out with them, go to lunch with them, like different ones, maybe groups, but maybe different ones. They come to my house, I go to theirs. They're part of my village, actually. So I'm gonna go tomorrow and be her +1, so that'll be fun, a little shenanigan. And my husband might actually go because also who worked at that job is someone who was like a second mom to him and helped raise him and has known him longer, you know, his whole life. And so she was asking if I would go because she doesn't like to drive like country roads or whatever, because apparently it's in the country. So she was asking me, but I was like, I'm going with someone else because it's a long story as to why we can't all go together. So she asked if my husband would go, I think. So he maybe go with her and driving her. I'm driving my friend so she can enjoy herself, and I'll just be like the designated driver, which has been my whole life. I've always been the designated driver. That's gonna be it for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give this video a like, subscribe if you're new, and if you're liking what you're seeing. I will catch you guys back here next month for my December monthly vlog, and I will catch you guys back here on my channel in a few days in a brand new video. Bye guys.